Never pay full price for video games again? Go buy your games at g2a.com. Link in the description.
Oh boys, I miss the days of the DayZ mod. It was such a cool time where you could play something new every week. There was a new map being developed or a new variation of the DayZ mod. It was always something new to play. With DayZ Standalone still set to release in 2016, we have some huge patches coming up in order to make that deadline. Modding is one of them. You wouldn't believe the amount of cool mods and maps are ready to go just as DayZ Standalone turns on their mod support. And in this video, we're going to be taking a look at some of the most anticipated maps coming for DayZ Standalone. First up, we have Esker, a map made famous by Frankie on PC in 1080p, and it features a really luscious, nice looking and post-apocalyptic world of 169 square kilometers. This map takes full advantage of the Arma 3 render, and it really makes for some stunning scenery. Now what's interesting about Esker is that it's specifically made for post-apocalyptic survival gameplay. It is a properly overgrown piece of land with grass pretty much growing out of everything, and has a great emphasis on making it look natural and organic. It even features this flooded town which is called Old Esker, and it still looks like it's being used by survivors today, with walkway bridges connecting the first story of a lot of buildings together, making it look like a survivor camp basically. I love these kind of unique gameplay elements that we haven't seen yet too much in DayZ Standalone, only seeing some underground bunkers that haven't really been finished yet. And what's cool to think that is Esker is still heavily under development. This is not even the final version of the map, and it already looks amazing. To conclude Esker, we have this survivor camp featuring solar panels, camo netting, and a full fence to keep out the infected. Next up, we have Namalsk, one of the most atmospheric and coldest maps ever to be introduced in one of the DayZ mod variations. Due to the high snowy mountaintops of Namalsk, you were definitely gonna need some warm clothing in order not to die. But yeah, you definitely want to stay warm on this map, because if you get cold, you're gonna start shivering and you're not gonna be able to defend yourself with your gun. It's definitely one of the more unique maps because of that cold element. You don't want to be focusing just on camouflage. How warm your clothing is going to be very, very important playing on this map. Right now we're looking at Vorkuta, which is basically the Chernogorsk of Namalsk. And yes, you can actually get on top of those high rises. You can climb all the way up there through the elevator shaft. And of course, one of the most unique elements of Namalsk is its underground bunker, situated at the south of the map. Now the bunker, or Object A2 as that is called in the game, was a massive hotspot in the Arma 2 DayZ days. Getting in and out of the bunker was one of the most dangerous things to do because of the sniper hills on both sides. Also, it was very difficult to actually get down here because of the people that would usually camp the bottom of the ladder. Nothing that unpinning a few grenades and throwing them down the manhole wouldn't solve though. Unfortunately, even in the latest version of Namalsk, you're only able to get in and out of the bunker through one entrance. So getting out of here with all your new loot and all your new guns is going to be a very tricky task indeed. And last up, we have Taviana, the legend. This map has been specifically designed for DayZ in mind, and it is absolutely huge. It features two almost equally sized islands connected by this giant bridge. And it features another new gameplay element, which is people holding up the bridge and asking for toll to pass. Or they would just simply make a roadblock and wait for somebody to speed down it with 180 kilometers an hour and shoot them out of the car. Now the map itself is not supposed to resemble a real place, but if it was, it is believed to be part of the Crimea region, former Ukraine and modern day Russia. Of course, at the time that this map was created, it was still part of the Ukraine. Anyway, we have the biggest town in Taviana, which is called Sabina, basically the Chernogorsk again of Taviana. Now this town already looked really cool with these giant malls and big open streets, but it also has one more little feature. If you go to these outhouses in the middle of the city, you can actually open the middle one and it'll lead you to an underground lab. Now, this was supposed to be Dr. Ivan's lab. Dr. Ivan was a doctor that worked on the virus that now plagues Taviana, and after the outbreak, Dr. Ivan and fellow doctors sealed themselves in the lab to protect themselves from the infected zombies in the town above. Pretty cool to see a map with a bit of a pre-cooked story element in it. And then finally, if you were the survivor that had everything going for him, a helicopter or a boat would get you to this island. It is a safe haven built 5 kilometers off the coast by survivors to make sure that they don't have to deal with all the infected misery going on the mainland. Now, this island used to be heavily defended by the population on the Arma 2 DayZ mod, and it's really hard to tell what's going to happen with all these unique features and mods because Bohemia Interactive is going to be controlling all the mods that are going to come out for DayZ Standalone. All the games made by Bohemia Interactive are especially reliant on their mod community, and DayZ is no exception. We have to wait a little bit longer for DayZ to finally get his mod support, but when it does, oh boy.
Right, back up, fuck you, lady! Fucking bitch! Set us up! Hey, my lady, stupid bitch, shut up! Hey, back up before I shut the gun down your throat! I'm quiet, man, I'm quiet! Don't hurt me, man!